Alright, it's June 12th, 2023. We're in the greenhouse. We're going to take a look and see where everything is at. This is going to be a long tour. I'm going to go row by row so I can kind of get an idea here. These are some trees that ain't done good this year. I repotted them. I believe their soil was too heavy and they died from overwatering, but I repotted them, took the soil, rinsed the roots out, repotted them in some better stuff, and as you can see, some of them are coming back. These are some babies I've started. Looks like a couple Cavalieri. That's Capulcurt Negra, another Figcoin. This is my LSU collection. That's Champagne. There's a tiger. There's another tiger. It's in the other row, but we'll come back to it. Look at it a little closer. These are all my young trees that are in 5 gallon. On this side, this is an overwork. Got figs on it. It's not super loaded. There's a Scotch Yellow. Got some on it. This is an Improved Celeste. Got some. This is purple. Got some on it. This is gold. These things get big. Double on it. Got a double on it. Yeah. This is Blue Ashia. It's got some on it this year. Be curious to see what it's like. Be the first year I've got any figs off of it. Some more young trees. Violet Sapor. I'm not sure what this is. Naples Yellow. It's a pretty prolific figure from dieback. I've got one in the ground. It does every year. Some Socorro Blacks. This is a bunch of different Mount Etna, Hardy Chicago, Multi Black. This one here, for example, is Hardy Chicago. I got quite a few of these. I'm getting ready to put some of them in the ground. One with some figs on it. They've all got figs on them. Hardy Chicago's. Every one of these are a Mount Etna of some sort. This is Black Ashia AD. I tell you, it's just about like VDB or Petite Albique. This is VDS. Two of those younger trees. Sultane. All of these are. There's a bigger Sultane. It's got figs on it. And a 7 gallon. This is CDA. All my trees that are in ground died back because we had a frost in October, early October, and it killed them all back to the ground. So this is them regrowing from dieback. No figs from dieback. This Petite Albique. It's got a Breva starting to ripen. Had a bird in here, as you can see. Bird poop. I have to get my nets up. Figs start ripening. This is Super Jumbo DK, and yes, Sirree, Bob. It will fig from dieback, as you can see. Not such a prolific grower, but we're going to look at some more here on the other side of the greenhouse in a few minutes that are very similar to it, and I will bring it back up. As you can see, it's even got them and everywhere. So, all right, this is Campaneri that died back in a 7. I have one up here that didn't die back that's just absolutely loaded. This is a Hardy Chicago in a 10. It is absolutely loaded with figs. Another Hardy Chicago. This is an unknown Mount Etna. Black Greek, smaller tree. Tacoma Violet, still loads of figs. Malta Black, probably more progressed. The figs are probably bigger on this tree. This here, Castellar, got a few on it. This is Ponta Tres. It seems like it takes it a while to fig. It's starting to. There's another Ponta Tressa. It's got a couple on it. Come on back over here. This is Norella. Starting to set fruit. Macedonia Dark. Lots of figs. This is Yellow Long Neck in ground. You can see it's a very large tree. It's pushing 5 foot. I do not see no figs at this point, but might change in 2 weeks. Maybe. That might be one right there. Be one right there. So these Ingram ones are a little bit behind. It took them a while to get going. You can see. All right, this is Montanica Ramada, starting to fig. This is my Verdolino from Nikki. Got some figs on it, starting to. This is rooted year before last. Was put in this pot last year. Look at that scale. This is Parrot Jaw Ramada. Don't look very Ramada to me. Looks just more like Parrot Jaw, but without the Ramada. Might be a revert. This is Stico Seco. This is, and that Stico Seco come from Dan Foster. This Moro de Caneva come from Nikki. It is quite the prolific fruiter. There's another Moro de Caneva. This is RDB in a bag. This is RDB in a 10 gallon. It's got quite a bit of figs on it. Did we miss here? This is Robato, no figs. Wait a minute, I lied. Got one. Portuguese yellow. Got a Breba, but got some main crop coming. Black Celeste, completely loaded. Black Tuscan, starting to get some figs on it. Hoyer, LSU Hoyer, LSU Hoyer, and one last Hoyer, not very big, it ain't got much on yet. This is LSU Purple. We're getting back up to the other end of the greenhouse. We did look at this RDB back here, it's got several on it. Here's an in-ground Bordeaux Oak Grease. Don't look like, maybe right there. Starting to see something. Don't see any anywhere else yet. On the, this is Squirrel Bot. That's what that is. Yep, Squirrel Bot. This is LSU Tiger. Still got some coming on. This is LSU Hoyer in ground. Looks like it might be starting to set a few figs in a few places. So the potted trees are a little bit back. You gotta remember now, this is from dieback. There's the stalk. LSU Red. Got figs. This is Scott's Black. LSU Scott's Black. This is another Hoyer. Got figs on it. Scott's Black again. White Madeira. That's a young tree. It just got up potted this year. It's kind of growing crazy. This is Blanc de Saison. This is White Madeira #1 in ground. And yes, it is got figs on it. There's the stump. And she's growing right back. This is a White Adriatic. And it is got figs on it from a dieback. Another White Adriatic. Fig Hunter 279. Bourgeois Z. It's a couple I just bought this year. Gonna get to taste some LSU strawberry this year. This tree's still young. This is Green Minch Gorinska. Raven DeKalcy. Raven DeKalcy. Here on the end, Grease Day St. Jean. Turca from Ponds. Dieback. It's been slow to come back, but it's coming. This is Iranian Candy. It's a good growing tree. Black Manthesina. It's got some figs on it. Champagne. LSU Champagne. Another Black Manthesina. This one ain't got no figs. This is a Nero 600 in a bag. It's got a brie bud. It didn't take good much. Another black Manthesina. Don't look like it's got any figs on it. Another black Manthesina. Maybe right there starting to get one. They usually do good the second year. Fig going. It's got some fig mosaic virus, but it's starting to come out of it. It's just I got it last year as a rooted cutting and put it in that 10 gallons, so it growed a bunch last year. Borgia Sote Grease in ground. And I don't think there's any figs on it. Now, I will say this. All these trees that are in ground was fed, everything was fed today, and these in-ground trees was fed 0, 10, 10. Potted trees were fed 5, 1, 1. This is Paponi. Grafted onto a Black Texas fruit stock. And then this is Del Semamiran. Got real good fruit set on it. This is White Triana. There's a brie bud on there, but it ain't doing much. Main crops are coming along nice. Looking forward to that. The main crops are delicious. There's my Violet Sapor that didn't come back from that cold weather snap, but you can scratch it and it's still kind of green. I don't know. It just ain't never put a shoot on. Got 3 of these trees that's done that. Alright, here we go again. That's a brie bud now. Not really doing anything. This is Black Manthesina again. I've got several of these, because it is a really good tree, really good fruit. This is Bass's favorite. It's just like I got it last year. It's been a little sickly, but it's coming on. This is Smith. Don't see no fruit on her. As you can see, these things, they've grown a lot. This is Brocolette, getting some figs on it. Secret. The one that has the black butt that's kind of like Clos Noir. That's Smith. But no, there's a couple versions of things called Secret. This is called a Dom Noire. You can see it died back as well. Big stump, but it's coming on back. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. Those look like single bumps. This is JH Adriatic. Getting some figs on it. This is Barbera Bronca. Got some nice size figs on it. This is called Dom Blanca Negra. Lots of figs. Lots of figs. Honey plum. Nothing on cherry pie. Hey, the Day Argentile. I cut into it right there and it was showing it was still alive, but I don't know, it's never put on a shoot. This is Verdone from Mario. Starting to get some figs on it. wasn't very healthy, and it got rejuvenated, pruned some. Oh, this is Verdino del Nord from Dan Foster. It's, I mean, you can see it's still green, but it ain't never come back. Just leaving it be. If it will, it will. This is Basilica Asica. It's just now starting to put some figs on. It seems like a variety that it almost it grows and starts to harden off before it figs. And that might be a good thing when it comes to cold weather. Harsh Chicago don't do that, but I've got a couple others that do this, it seems like. This is green Michkarinska. In ground. I don't know. Don't see nothing. Not sure there. Alright. We'll do the double row up through here on both sides. And then we'll come back down this other side over here. So what we got here is a mystery fig. Don't know. No tag. Might be Nero 600. This is Arola. Looks like it might be trying. Fioroni de Rugo. Starting to grow. Gonna die back. Negra de Agde. Got quite a few on it. Maybe we'll just move up this one side. There's a lot of trees up here. Negra de Agde. Looks pretty good. This is an unknown brown turkey or Celeste or something. I think it's going to be the first time I've ever managed to get it to fruit this year. So I don't know. This is a blue Celeste right here next to it. I kind of done that for give myself a comparison, but I don't think they're alike. They're definitely different. So I don't guess this is a Celeste. We'll see. Maybe we'll get some fruit off of it. This is Rio de Salente. Paulo Bologna. Plants du Saison. Getting a few. Doesn't seem to be a prolific figure. It may just be mine. This is Calidon Bordesotinka. It's done a dive back and it is figging. This is another Calidon Blanca Negra. It's getting some figs on it. Chico Strawberry. Don't look like it's getting anything from dieback. Sapphire 4. Got quite a few figs for small tree that it is. It's getting some new growth. This is a tree I dug up out of the ground here because I felt that it was just too late. By the time it got going, we got that frost. It killed it back, and I'd only had 2 or 3 figs off it and was loaded. This is Calidon Catati. It's growing back good. It's done all right. But no figs at this point. Maybe something coming there, we'll see. This is it says Borges Oak Grease. That's what it says. And I just broke that off of there. Look at that. Yeah, if it breaks off like that, I don't sweat it. There's a Calodon Gris. Didn't come back. I just left this in here to eat off of. Why waste the pot, huh? Personally. Alright, this is Dale's Ermitons. Yep. There it is, and it's getting figs on it. This is supposed to be De La Roca. Starting the fig. I don't know if that's De La Roca or not. I didn't think it was like it last year. I dug it up, it was late. Solid Solis. It just fruits faster in a pot. Too late for here in the ground for what I thought last year. This is Bergen Unknown. It's starting to set some figs on it here and there. This is Minska Rinska 10. It's in a 10 gallon. And it has a tremendous amount of figs on it. But now, let me show you something. That leaf. See that leaf? See all this growth? See all these figs? We're going to get a good comparison this year. This is Florea. Looking forward to seeing what that is. Alright. This next one is Santa Rosa from Nikki. This is Blue Princess from Nikki. Soda Proso, Nikki's Fig. And Valento. Gonna get some figs off of her. See what she's about. See if she's good. That's another one from Nikki. Oh, what we got here? This is from Harvey. Bronzola Rosa. Ain't got much on it. Princessa. It come from Harvey. Another Verdone. Now this is Nikki's version. Dark fig. This is Moscatel Preto. Wasn't a very healthy tree, so it got cut back, and still don't look like it's very healthy down there. But the whole other side over there is alive, so we'll just live with it. I've got a couple more Moscatel Pretos coming up, so this is Lilac Dauphine. I got this to compare. Let's see. This is Calodon Blanc. Got a nice fruit set on it. Galicia Negra has nothing on it. This is a Golden Rainbow, or Ben's Golden Riverside. And right next to it is a yellow long neck. Alright, down the next row. This is a Del San Juan Ron. If you've seen a grafted potted version of it earlier that had figs on it, looks like this one's trying to get some figs on it. Yeah, look on down here. There we go. There's a fig. I knew she wouldn't let me down. She's usually pretty good about fruiting. This is Long D'Out. was kind of a sickly tree earlier. I brought it out of it with some fish emulsion. This is Calodon Negra, or some people might know this as also as a early Nore, Calodon Nore, early variety. But this is it's Calodon Negra. That's the difference between Negra and Nori. Negra's a lot earlier. This is Calodon Rajo, which some say Calodon Rajo is the same as Calodon Nori. And you know, you could argue that. The leaf, the fig, it's about the same. But this Rajo is much later. I think it's even later than the Nori. I think that's the difference. I think there's about 3 of these, and some of them are earlier, and some of them are mid, some of them are later. Here's that Campaneri I said you wanted to watch out for. This thing's got loads and loads and loads of figs on it. I'm looking forward to getting some off of it. This is my Zafiro in ground, and it's getting some figs on it, but it has something that's really cool that you don't really see. You see this thing right here? I'm going to put an aerator on this. Look at this. Look at this. Crazy mutant. But I'm definitely going to air layer that off of there and probably see if I can sell it. I don't know, but I'm going to air layer it off of there anyway because it's definitely unique. This is Latarula. Has a breva. Starting to set some main crop. It's took its sweet time, but it's got some main crop going. This is De La Senora Hibernica. This doesn't grow very fast. I don't know, I probably need to repot it. Kind of a low cordon deal. Oh well. This is some baby Pastilliers. This is my Pastillier. It has not, at this point, knock on wood, dropped 1 fig this year. So far, so good. The root pruning, complete wash down of the roots, and new pot and soil that's more airier. It's very important to put lots of extra perlite in your fig tree containers, or some rocks or something. This is, it ain't got very many figs on it yet, but this is another Black Mantasina. Not got very many figs on it, but that one over there had quite a few. They're the same age. Be interested. Alright, this next one, this next fig tree here is double bumping. Trying to see what it is. I believe it to be YOLO bypass. Which is awesome if it's figging. This is Cavalieri. Got several on it. Feathers well along. Yes, we'll look back here again. This is your YOLO bypass. Yes, I'm sure. Because this next one is going to be Calodon Gigantina. Don't look like it's got any figs on it yet. See no double bumps. It's in ground. Yep, it died back. And you know, this is going to be a lot easier to low cordon these, because when they're growing like that, they're already down there, and that, you know what? Let's leave them down there that low. It gets cold here. All right. Next is a Calodon ramata. Fairly prolific figure. This is Calodon mutante. Don't see any figs along the way anywhere. Does not seem like it is figging yet. Next one is White Marseille. Growing a newer tree. Looks like it might be trying to fig. That there ain't got none on it. It just put figs on this one side. It ain't got a whole lot on it. It's not the greatest figure to me. Alright. This is Super Red Hybrid. And I think it's pretty similar to Super Jumbo DK, and also the next two the next two trees we're going to look at. But as you can see, once it got up in the air, it's getting some figs. You get it out where you can get some light on them branches, they fig. Down low when they don't get a lot of light, it looks like they just do that, but maybe they'll still put some more fig on. Alright, Super Red Hybrid. This is a Blue Celeste. It's in a 10-gallon. It's got oodles of figs on it. Alright, next in-ground one here. Is it? It is. It's starting to get a fig on it. Look at there. This is Red Shram. Hate these. Morning Glories. Maltese Beauty. And then the last in-ground one, like I said, I believe them all to be the same. It's got fruit on it more. This is Brazilian XP. I think it fruits better than the rest of them. The Red Shram, or Super Red Hybrid, and Super Jumbo DK. I think this XP fruits better. Fruit might not be quite as big, but it fruits better. Alright, a couple miscellaneous test projects here. Or lost tags, whatever they are. Drop of Gold, I ain't had much luck with that. Santa Drago, ain't had much luck with this. Here's an interesting one. This is Black Madeira seedling number 2. We're going to get the tag. It's got some figs on it. This one's Black Madeira seedling number 9. It ain't got no figs on it. I don't know what that is. Raja seedling number 2. Yeah, look at that. It's got some figs on it from the side back. That over here. Desert King. Ida. My friend in Puerto Rico, this is his last name. He also has this fig. This is not a very commonly found fig. Never have tried it, but we're going to get a fig this year. It's the first year I've gotten mine the fig. Roberto, if you're watching, buddy. I'm going to get lucky this year, maybe. Alright, here's some, these are super red hybrids. There's another Fioroni de Rugal. Through here, some Smith, Texas BA1. There's a Black Madeira, getting some fruit on it. Another Black Madeira right back there is getting some fruit on it. A couple small Negra Diagdes. Or no, Galicia Negra. Yep, those are Galicia Negras. Here's 4 Smiths, and there's kind of peaky, but these others are looking okay. Don't look like it's got no figs on it yet. This is a Black Zadar that had died back. Kind of an aged tree. It's got some fig on it. Some miscellaneous stuff, yellow long neck. These are some young trees. See what's got figs on it. We'll look at those anyway. Emmeline's purple. Got some figs on it. Here is another Florea and a Florea. Claw Noir, got some figs on it. See no tag on that one, I don't know what it is. This is Sweet Joy, no figs. Here's a Moscatel, 2 Moscatel Pretos right here in the front. These are this year's cuttings that was rooted over the winter. And there's a Proponi. It might be trying the fig. There's another Verdone from Nikki. This is a Boral, also from Nikki. The Boral, also from Nikki. We got back here. And it also was part of Nikki's collection. Now, however you say that. Getting some figs on it. Gambino. Got some figs on it. Weeping Apple Pie from Dieback. Very impressive. Very impressive. It's got a few. Trying to fig. Okay, them Morning Glories. Getting some figs on her. Hey, this cherry pie's got some fruit on it. Now it's in a smaller pot. Clima de Mora. Getting some on it. These trees were all rooted last year. The Parlight Cream. Cream. Black. Violets 4. Violets 4. Violets 4. Violets 4. Smith. It's BA1. Smith. Smith, and, oh maybe, this is also Smith. And that is the full look at every tree in here. Look how big. Iranian candy. I think it's going to be the first one up this year. So there's what's in the greenhouse, what's getting ready. And look at all my trees this year, in ground, in pots. Say bye-bye, Wookie cat. My greenhouse cat. Help fight voles and mice. Thanks for watching.